Welcome back everybody to part 15 of my Final Fantasy VII Remake replay. We are picking up after the Sector 7 plate just collapsed into the Sector 7 slums. Try as we might, Cloud, Barret, and Tifa couldn't stop Shinra from dropping the plate, especially not after the specters that have been, popping in and out of the game literally stopped us from, trying to stop everything. Specters also seem to have, intervened and caused some of our friends to, not be as successful in fighting back the Shinra soldiers. So we'll never know if they would have survived, without intervention or not, but this is kind of where we are now. Anyway, that's enough of an intro. Let's just go ahead and pick it back up. I'm probably not going to talk through a whole lot of this part of the game, at least the initial part of it, because it's a lot of stuff to take in with the story and the world, and yeah, our friends, just Cloud and Tifa, and I guess our friends. Yeah, they've become our friends. A lot of them just died in this collapse, and we don't know yet who survived and who didn't. So
hey!
That's kind of where we are right now.
Anybody out there?
Barret! I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey! Can anybody hear me?
Here goes.
And push!
Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all!
Barret was all the way at the top fighting. He doesn't know everything that happened to everybody.
Marlene!
It was us. We did this.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barret. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
The hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey! Where you going?
I mean, Barrett's got a point, you know. Like, whatever happened before all this, you know, the bombings, like everything that Avalanche did, Shinra was ultimately responsible for making the choice and, you know, actually going through with it, you know, as far as dropping the plate. That being said, you know, Tifa still feels pretty guilty about everything because she does feel responsible for all this. And it's kind of the same guilt and, you know, same guilt and feelings of responsibility that Jesse died, you know, thinking the whole time that, you know, a lot of the stuff that went wrong was on her, you know, caused by her hands. So, yeah. The writing to be able to convey all that and have the characters really express their grief and sorrow and regret and anger. It's incredible. And this music.
How could this happen?
I didn't really think that...
Come on, dear. We gotta keep moving.
The two soldiers, they kind of know what their masters are.
What do we do now?
What you were hired to do. Get these people out of here.
I like the development of these two.
So you know, things could have been a lot worse if you hadn't done what you did. Sometimes you can't let yourself be bound by orders.
I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna do this job for Shinra anymore. I'm an officer of the people now.
Good for you, man.
What the hell is going on?
Kind of just want to walk through this part because A, it's gonna get ruined when I run and everybody's dialogue kicks in.
Afraid it is.
And B, it's like they did an incredible job making everybody feel real, and that these events are real, and people are affected by it, and horrified by it, either as a bystander or someone, you know, who lost, you know, probably lost somebody in there.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Pretty much.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Explains a lot.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients.
Oh shit.
This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
It's nothing. Let's go.
The whole Cloud Sephiroth connection is just
It's like there's a hole in the
crazy.
sky.
alright.
I feel a little more for the
Hey, pretty crazy, huh? Can you believe this mess?
You doing all right?
I am, but I can't say the same about my birds. Poor things are scared half to death.
Like someone popped the lid off our world.
It's just crazy that everybody
Well, yeah.
everybody's got a reaction to all this. Like,
Damn, how much you had to drink, son?
We ain't missing no plate. I'm telling you, that quake I felt, ain't no quakes neither. Just you being a drunken asshole.
it's like everybody's got dialogue. Well, not everybody, but you know, there's a lot of dialogue here. Just commenting about things going on. It's the same thing in Sector 5, the slums, and 7.
Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
It's like the amount of effort they put into world building is incredible.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again.
Yeah, I don't think Cloud's letting go Tifa anytime soon. And that was a weird glitch for Barret.
The first thing we need to do is find a place to take refuge.
Madam M?
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
Yeah, considering on one, you know, like Sector 6, I don't think it's been super long ago since that fell.
Is it true that
So people still have
pretty much
memories of
destroyed?
it. And then now this thing happened again. It's like,
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
how does
Yeah.
anybody feel safe?
Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape.
Let me through, damn it!
But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
It's way too dangerous in there. You'll get yourself killed.
Let's go home for the night. We'll try again tomorrow, okay?
Shit. Yeah, the Cloud Sephiroth connection is going to be really interesting whenever they get around to explaining how all that works. Let's see. There's an item here. Star Pendant. We'll look at that later. But yeah,
Come on now.
it'll be interesting to
There's no
see
need to be
how
afraid.
all that gets explained. And
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
yeah, Cloud has stopped asking for payment for a while now. It's like everything's personal now. The heck did we just slip? That was weird. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to... Yeah. It's just the game is so well done. I'm just really excited to see what comes after this game. And this game already does quite a bit by the end of it.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't Brexit, was it?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not another bombing.
Because yeah, the trip from Sector 7 all the way to Aerith's
Ears are
house,
still
we're going through Walmart in Sector 6. Sector 6 being the last, you know, section that got destroyed.
So where's this place you said Marlene is?
So
Where I
it's
think
nuts.
she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
But come on then, pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
I think the guy's here.
You feel that quake? Bookshelves were all like, it was crazy. There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden, my heart is still pounding. There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden.
It's like with a lack of Sector 6, the people here definitely got a front, you know, like front row seats to everything that just happened.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene!
Barret just barges in.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barret!
Sorry, I'm Barret. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
Like, it's easy to forget that
Come on.
Marlene
Let's go look in on her.
almost got, like, you know, front and center
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
to the play collapsing, and it's only because of Aerith making a deal with the Turks that she was able to survive any of this stuff. So the fact that she's able to sleep is,
Marlene, my baby.
you know,
Thank God.
small mercies.
Shh.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that.
Oh, Sung did.
She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market. Or that they were topsiders, fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox.
I can believe that.
She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that, she'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Barret, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the Ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the Ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the Promised Land. Some believe the Promised Land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home, once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves now. Take care of yourselves now.
I can understand where she's coming from, because she's afraid. Making a quick detour because I saw that purple earlier while Elmira was talking. But at the same time, empty up. Okay. But at the same time, you know, prisoners are technically guests as well. So, yeah.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
You know, Barret.
Can't even imagine how it looks over there.
City officials are
Huh?
currently restricting access to emergency responders.
Anywhere in
Urging
Midgard still
people in
safe?
neighboring sectors to
Doesn't
remain
feel like
indoors
it.
until further notice. Also, Shinra has announced the establishment of an emergency
Freaking Shinra.
My ears are still ringing from it.
The music changed, so at least we're not drowning in the sad music. You know, too much, I guess.
Over there.
At least we already kicked down the ladder, so we won't have to be doing the minigame with the arms.
Alright, let's keep moving.
There's, oh yeah, so monsters first, and then thugs and stuff after. Fire material, ice material, okay. Hey, I messed up and never gave her elemental back. Whoops. Just give everybody ice just in case we need to nuke the shit out of stuff.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
That'll do. Now you're
Bring it!
We got people on a mission. So, don't really care if it looks boring, but we are gonna cut through everything very, very quick.
It's blocked.
That's collapsed.
There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through. But it's our only shot.
It's gonna be really interesting in the PS5, you know, Xbox Series X generation, where load times are gonna be significantly decreased to nothing. I mean, either significantly decreased or completely nothing. I mean, that's the promise, isn't it? With the whole solid state drive upgrades. I guess it depends on the developer how they want to leverage all that. The music changed to the whole, you know, these guys.
Like you ever do.
That's the way to do it.
I wonder when we switch to. Oh, these guys I don't know.
Gotta give it my all.
I think I was catching one of those guys.
And there you have it.
Nice. I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be lots of running around because you don't really want the player to be just bombarded with, you know, fight after fight after fight after fight. But they can fill all this with other stuff. Either more rubble, more like any asset really. And as tedious as like all this running around just to like go from point A to point B, at least they give you good combat and good music to go with it. We are full on Moogle medals. That's insane. Are we doing another music change again so quick? Wait. Oh my god, did I just go through it the wrong way? Yes, I did. Motherfucker. I was wondering why we were like relapsing on the music. Man, it is really easy to get turned around. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, come on.
Bring it. Now
Okay. Leveled up
let's keep it
material.
up.
That's something. I mean, it's understandable from a story, story perspective. But at the same time, it is very convenient that the Chocobo, travel system is down. Although I don't think it's... Actually, I'm trying to remember. I don't think we've used the Chocobo travel system. I don't really count that as a player. It's basically the fast travel mechanism.
We make a decent
after
team.
A bunch of story stuff in this bit. I like that, the little in-game banter. I'm sorry I was talking through it, but, what you call it? Cloud commenting that they're making something that, yeah, he definitely would not have said to Barret. He's definitely one of them.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
ATV stagger materia, nice.
Copy. Nothing personal.
I don't like those big. And then they're very annoying once they start spinning.
Let's
Wow,
go.
caught everything. Probably should have healed and then broke some boxes. Okay. So I actually played this earlier in the day, but the footage got lost because of all the chaos in trying to get the PS5 pre-order
coming through.
to work.
Let's dance,
It's like I think I paused the game a little too long. Tried to start a whole new video to pick up what that one is. Somehow in all that, part 2 of all this just got lost. Glad they're not attacking me right now. The player character.
It's on you.
Why now? Bring it home.
Right through it. You're mine. Was never in doubt.
Yeah. When I recorded this the first time around, earlier in the day, I was getting my ass really bad. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Okay. Looks like we are. Okay. Pretty sure this is now the bits where we get to fight humans. I think Aerith had Prey. Revival, we kinda need that. First strike, yep, we need that. ATV stagger. That's really useful for someone that's actually not the player character and doesn't have like a bunch of the stuff that we have on Cloud. You know what, we don't really need barrier right now, so let's go ahead and put Prey on Barret, just in case we need to heal.
Get the bastards!
No more fighting nice. That's that.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
Ooh, I have an idea. But in my other video,
time to get serious.
Actually equipped enemy skill for like the first time in forever. But then I had this idea of like, oh, this is actually gonna be pretty useful.
That's right. holding back. Shit.
Missed me!
Let me
Damn.
Nothing to it.
Okay, so we got a little bit of my materia back. Because I'm gonna have Cloud.
Not so bad. You wanna come?
Actually, with how many there are here?
You were dead.
Hey, it's those guys.
Friends of yours?
Gotcha. Now.
Nice. I think it was damaging him to the point where it was countered. The whole thing was trying to lift Cloud up.
Watch and learn.
I got it. All right.
You need to heal Cloud.
Just in case. Gotcha. Get ready. It's on now. That it?
Not as effective as I remember it being earlier, but good enough. Also, video's probably not going to go for much longer.
Finally.
Because, yeah, the whole Elgato thing is still having some issues with audio, especially if the video goes over an hour.
Those assholes were really getting...
Like, not just the mic audio, but the regular game audio. All out of
Focus. Let's go.
So yeah, I really don't want to press my button. It's just gonna be unfortunate because
Got a way out?
there's a lot of long,
To see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
like long story, main mission, I guess main story stuff,
Come on.
and then long, you know, side questions. I guess the side quests aren't really that long, but you know, there's a lot of them in this, you know, next few, I guess this next chapter.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters in it.
So I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. I actually still have a bunch to upload, but yeah, it's really exhausting trying to deal with all these audio issues.
Weimer! You're alive!
Still in one piece?
Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
Yeah, he's still in shock.
This is bad. We can't afford to lose any more lives. Not now.
Alright, bud.
God damn it!
What are you guys gonna do with that? Or that? Hey, Betty!
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
Oh, I just realized we did just heal there.
Sector 7. Huh?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
I think we pretty much got all the stuff. Hey! An item we actually do not have. I'm gonna buy it just cause. At this point, we've got some really good accessories from everything we've done, so there's not really much of a point to do that one. So I guess this is the tunnel we would have taken with Aerith had Tifa, you know, not come out in the Chocobo carriage like a few chapters ago. So it's actually cool that at least people knew about it, so they were able to use it as an escape route. I guess the thing that would have been interesting would be I actually don't remember how many sectors there are, but it would have been interesting to see whatever it is on the other side of 7, whether that's 8 or 1, would have been like after the collapse.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
Finally, I can use some fresh air.
Damn it! I still can't believe this happened.
The tunnels are relatively or not.
You can rest easy, folks. We can assure you.
Listen, Sector 6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer, that's all.
Shit.
All the more reason to go someplace new and start over.
I wish I hadn't made it out.
Don't say that.
Damn.
Things will work
Survivor
out.
skill.
They always have.
Thank you. I suppose you're right.
I can still hear them all the way from here.
And it's not like we had a lot of money saved up.
Shinra logo.
Yeah, that one was a lot closer.
Things are still settling in.
Hello!
Or collapsing.
Is there anyone out there that needs some help? My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't shit.
budge.
Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
Great job, guys.
Oh, she got so lucky. Her legs went just like crushed. The fact that she can still
I
walk.
can't tell you how relieved I am to see you. So, what now?
Hey, Marl.
Don't know. Find something, anything to do.
Been back to the bar yet?
No.
Maybe you should go take a look?
Okay. First the bar, then the rest.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Hello! Anybody out there? If you can hear me, say something!
I take it that little Marlene's safe and sound? That little girl's a hell of a lot stronger than you might think.
She he is.
Anybody out there? We're here to help.
At least there's, you know, lights are still working. If this is our world, this would be in total darkness
you
except
hear
for the
us?
fires. It's like, who knows how Mako,
Hey!
Mako
Hey!
electricity works, or is distributed.
If you can hear me, shout!
It's like for a place that got one of those dropped on top of it.
Hey!
There's a remarkable number of things that are intact when an entire neighborhood of
If you can
whatever
hear me,
else was there.
shout!
Housing and crap. And the Shinra base that we fought those, you know, that we fought in when we did that mission with Jesse. There's the bar sign.
Tifa.
Get back!
Shit.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
Let's follow it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Shit, we could have killed the cat. I think Jesse lived around here.
Is this all that's left of Wedge's place?
So I know she didn't live that far from Wedge. At least I don't think she did. And okay.
Hey! We're coming down! Stay right where you are!
There's the Shinra logo.
This place reeks of Shinra.
Wedge?
Wedge!
There he is.
Tifa! Cloud! Shout if you can hear me! Hey! If there's no path, you gotta make one.
Well, this is actually a good part to cut this video in. The next segment is actually pretty lengthy, so I don't want to start that and then have to cut it right in the middle of the mission. So anyway, I know that wasn't really, I guess what you would say, an enjoyable video, considering everything that happens in it, but yeah, we're gonna pick up I guess the next video with Barret here, and I think it's the first time we're actually controlling him solo, so it's gonna be a very interesting episode, and we get to kind of try to figure out what all this is that's been sitting under Sector 7, which they did hint all the way back in, I think, Chapter 2, when you were doing the missions for the Neighborhood Watch So, got a lot of more interesting stuff coming up. So, thanks y'all for watching. Hope to see you in the next one as we figure out all this stuff together.